Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gitogu. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber living in England, United Kingdom, and it feels so good to say that again. Before it was like I'm a Lagos-based YouTuber, but now I'm a Nigerian YouTuber living in England, United Kingdom. And if you've been following my channel since, you will know that I recently relocated to the United Kingdom for reasons that I will share on my channel really soon. Sorry that I'm dressed like this. I just came back from the post office. I went to send some glow stuff to my cousin. I think my cousin is not into glow and all of that. A guy actually. So he's into glowing now. He's into living his best life and looking his best. So he had some things delivered to my house in Nigeria and I brought it to the United Kingdom as my cousin is also here. I also bought a swivel chair so that I can really be comfortable, but my table has not arrived yet. It's on its way. I don't know why I'm telling you guys all these things, but welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gitogu. I am a Nigerian YouTuber living in England, United Kingdom, and I am going to be sharing content with you about my experience as a new immigrant in the United Kingdom. People have been asking me, Gift, are you still going to be creating content on how to get a remote job from Nigeria? As a Nigerian, I will try my best, okay? I'm no longer in Nigeria and all of that, and I have to combine school with work, so I will try to find a space for creating content on remote jobs, because I know that most of you that are subscribed to my YouTube channel subscribed because you want to get content about how to get a remote job and all of that. I know that I've also not done a house. I have a lot of content lined up for you guys, but you know that I have to also combine school with work and all of that, so I would find time to balance everything. But in this video, I just wanted to tell you guys about culture shock that I faced in my first week living in the United Kingdom. I've lived in Nigeria for 25 years. If I stayed there this year till like August, I would have lived in Nigeria for 26 years. I have left Nigeria only once, and to the next country, which is Benin, which was Benin Republic. I went to Cotonou for something and also for sightseeing, basically. So that going to Cotonou in 2019 was my first time living in Nigeria. So I had never left Nigeria until when I went to Cotonou, and then when I now moved to the UK. And also, like, leaving Nigeria and flying from Nigeria to the United Kingdom was actually my first time flying out of Nigeria. I mean, when I went to Cotonou, it's backyard that I used to enter from Danfo Okada to cross the border, just like a bunch of stuff. Do you understand? But this was actually my first official trip out of Nigeria, and you know, a lot of things are not the same with the way that they were in Nigeria, and I'm here to tell you some of the culture shocks that I faced as a new immigrant from guys. The first culture shock that I faced was electricity. I don't have any shame. I'm sorry, I have no shame. One of the major reasons that I actually left Nigeria was because there was no constant electricity. And wait, hold up, before you start telling me how to buy inverter, you buy inverter for me now. Why am I buying inverter? How are we supplying electricity to neighboring countries, including the Benin Republic that I talked about? And when I went to Benin Republic, that was the first time that I saw electricity with my eyes for 24 hours. It never went off. That was the first time that I saw that people did not have generators, because in Nigeria, I don't understand. You want to get a new home, you're not considering, you don't have a budget for generator. If my house in Lagos, there was a generator. My house in Umuahia, where my mom lives, there's a generator. So everybody that I know has a generator. It's a staple in every Nigerian home. Like, how can you know what's the plan really? You have to have a generator. It is compulsory, okay? So coming here and finding out that I didn't actually can you hear any generator noise? Can you hear it? I can't hear any generator noise. It was really weird, because how are you, like, I think for the first 2 days the light never went off, and I've still not gotten used to the fact that there is no generator here, because I don't understand. I've still not gotten used to the fact that people do not have generators here. The light never goes off. There's always electricity. Because don't tell me that you don't pay your bills. I use prepaid meter in Lagos. So there's like, you buy electricity and then you don't see the electricity. I think the 2 weeks before I actually moved here from Nigeria, I saw hell. I was working for an upper client. I had like 40 hours per week to do for this woman's job. My generator was, I think my generator was actually judging me. because I was using it consistently, like every day. I have to work, I have to turn the generator on. It was so bad. And aside from that, which is going to lead me to my second point, I had this neighbor, this evil neighbor in Lagos. He had this my massive generator, and the fumes that it releases, dangerous fumes. Like I would even put my enemy. I would not want my enemies to inhale that the fume from that generator. And you know the annoying part? Immediately they take the light, immediately the electricity goes off in Nigeria. This neighbor of mine turns his gen on and it shakes the building. You legit have to close your windows because you don't want to inhale the fume. His generator is, I think it's on the staircase or something like that. So you have to, oh god, I don't know how to explain this thing. You legit have to not go downstairs because you inhale the fume, and it's not bad that the worst is not actually that it's downstairs, is that it just destabilizes the entire compound. I think one time that his gen spoiled, I was happy that his gen spoiled. Like I was legit excited that his gen spoiled. Which leads me to number two, noise. There's no noise here. Oh. Like I think one of the things that I realized when I came here was that people were silent. In Nigeria, what? By 5 a.m., they are preaching, you must repent. Sister, that trouser that you are wearing, you will not wear it to heaven. The makeup that you are doing on your face, you will not wear that makeup to heaven. They must tell you by 5 a.m. every morning with their PA system shouting, repent, repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand, repent. Repent, my sister, that trouser that you are wearing, my sister, that makeup that you are wearing, my brother, that hair that you are plaiting. Are you going to plant it in the kingdom of God? By 5 a.m., people are actually legit preaching in Nigeria. They are preaching by people. The noise is... So one thing when I came here, I was used to the noise. I think I even usually see on my channel that this channel is like I'm always apologizing. I was like, oh, sorry guys for the noise. Sorry for the noise. My neighbor's jet is, sorry for the noise. There's construction going on in the next building, and the day before I actually moved to the month actually before I moved to the United Kingdom, the next building there was construction going on. It was a bungalow, and then I think someone bought the building. I wanted to erect like 2-3 story buildings there, so it was like pop, 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 pop. So imagine that you're working from home, you're dealing with lack of electricity, you're also dealing with noise, and then okay, familiar noise, and then there's a whole construction going on in the next building. How just make it make sense. Do you understand? The noise is bad, and as if this noise is not enough, the whole preaching on the streets by people, preaching on the streets. When I went to church, I was expecting that I would see speakers outside. There was no speaker outside. You and your congregation should listen to the sermon. You're not actually preaching to any other. Third thing that I had to deal with, that I had to get used to, was people driving on the right hand side of the road. Usually in Nigeria, everyone drives on the left hand side. I never bought a car in Nigeria, okay? Never bought a car in Nigeria, so I don't really know how it works and all of that. I don't really know how driving works, but I think the Uber that I actually entered from the airport to my house, the guy was driving on the right hand side. That was actually one of the first things that I noticed when I moved here. So they drive on the right hand side of the road. The fourth thing that I'm going to talk about is the fact that it's cold, man. It's cold. Hey, Jesus. I don't know how to explain. There's no explanation for it. You know, when I arrived, I just went from Heathrow to the Uber, and then from the Uber, I just entered the house. I didn't really have the opportunity to experience the cold. Then I think one of my friends, Kayode, came to my house. So we went to buy a sim. That was the first time I went outside. When I came out, I was like, no. It does not have to be this cold. It does not have to be this cold. Why is it so cold? Why is it so freaking cold? I don't really understand. It was so cold. And aside from that, I think after buying this thing, we went back home. That was on a Friday. So on Saturday, I didn't go anywhere. On Sunday, I did my COVID day 2 test because I'm fully vaccinated. And after the whole COVID test, I was negative, of course. And a friend of mine, Timmy, I have a lot of friends though. A friend of mine to me gave me and showed me how to do the test, and then we went to the mall to get some stuff. So when I was dressing up, I dressed up. I wore like a turtleneck. I'm just going to put the picture here, and maybe the video of my experience somewhere here or something. So I wore like a turtleneck. I just wore a jacket that my sister bought from Amsterdam actually. I wore a turtleneck, a jacket. I just wore a pair of jeans and my sneakers and all of that. And then he was like, and then I packed this hair, I packed it off. So he was like, Gifts, once you dress properly, I'm like, I am properly dressed. He said, okay. 3 houses later, I ran back inside. I was like, no, 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 no. I have to wear proper clothes. I have to dress well because it is so freaking cold. Guys, it's cold. Get ready for the cold. It's actually cold. I don't know how to explain it to you. It's cold. This is my school hoodie, by the way. So I went to the post office. I'm wearing a shirt inside, my school hoodie on top of it, and then this is a sweatshirt and all of that, and I'm wearing a normal leggings that is actually thick, and then with thermal leggings on top of it, and a socks. Just okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, I think the fifth culture shock that I experienced here is like the basically for my school, the educational system. It is so good. I think last week my phone rang, and guess who was calling? Someone from my school to ask me how my mental health is and how I'm settling in. And she also called me this Monday to know how I'm doing. I started classes. What am I doing? Like, how am I settling in and all of that. Who's calling you? Who's calling you in Nigeria? Who's calling you to ask you about your mental health? If it's not them that will spoil the bed, the remaining mental health is someone that you're managing. They'll help you and spoil it. And all of that. So it was really, really exciting that when I got that call, I was like this is really good. This is really good. I was so excited and all of that. And someone called me from school to check on my mental health. Almost like it was really like fun for me. It was really an exciting thing for me. The sixth culture shock that I experienced here is the fact that we pay rent monthly. Nah, ha. Okay, Didi. Why are we paying? What is the problem? What my we pay rent here monthly, so you're going to pay the rent every day. My rent every month. My rent here costs £450. Please don't do the conversion. If you want to do the conversion, you can use black market rate 775, but don't do it for your own good. So you can imagine that you're paying rent every month and all of that. So it's weird because in Nigeria, like which landlord is charging you rent monthly? Well, if you can pay 2 years at a stretch, even better. And I feel that the monthly rent is probably better than the yearly rent because it gives people like an opportunity to plan with their salary. So if you're earning like maybe 100K, 200,000, and your rent is like 700,000 or something like that, you can bring a little chunk of your salary and just pay for the month, or do a direct debit so they just remove the money from your account immediately. But this is one of the culture shocks that I experienced here. The fact that rent is paid monthly. I know that in most countries, in Canada, in the US, in Australia, rent is paid monthly and all of that. But this is one of the culture shocks that I actually had to experience here. Guys, the seventh culture shock that I actually experienced in the UK is the fact that it is safe. Like really, really safe. Really, really safe. And please don't tell me that there are some places that are not safe in the UK. I come from Nigeria, okay? I come from Nigeria. Like maybe compare it with where I'm coming from. I know why I'm excited or I'm thrilled about that. I lived in Lagos, but I don't live in Lagos anymore, you know. I lived in Lagos, and in my area, if I want to go out at night or something like that, maybe I want to go and buy something suya with the guy that sells suya downstairs and all of that. I don't go with my phone. Like, and my compound is quite safe. We have like security, tight security actually, because you not even enter my gates if they don't know you. You have to be like the way they'll just treat you. Just you are coming to see who's the person gates. Just as a step aside, sir, and the gate man will be doing what he's doing with his friends and all of that. You have to come down and like bring the person also. It's quite safe inside, but I don't know about outside, or my dear. I don't know about outside and all of that. So if I want to go and buy suya like on the next street, I don't go with my phone just in case anything is happening. We have to like, or they'll be like your money or your life. I'll be like, I don't have phone, even my phone, person don't phone and all of that. So It's actually safe. I think on Monday, my class was by 5, from 5 to 5:30. I have just one class on Mondays in the evening, and it's a physical class. So after the class, we have to stay back and chill, and then after the whole thing, I had to get a bus, and a lot of people leave. I attend the University of Hertfordshire anyway. And a lot of people leave where I actually live. I don't want to tell you guys where I live, but a lot of people live where I live. Maybe when I'm in the mood, or when I feel like I just don't want to say it for my own safety. It's not like anybody's out to kidnap me or something like that. I just don't want to put where I'm staying out there. Do you understand? So I attend the University of Hertfordshire, and a lot of students live in my city. Do you understand? So there are two campuses. I don't know, I'm giving you guys this whole story. There are two campuses, College Lane and D Have. So my campus is D Have. So college, the bus actually comes from College Lane, and because there are a lot of people there, when it gets to D Have, it's full. So I think there are two buses like that. So we had to go to College Lane from D Have campus to get a bus that was going to take us to our city, which is like 45 minutes from school and all of that. So when we finally got to my area, it was around like 8:39 and all of that. So I had to walk home. Thankfully, I figured out how to use, like, how to go to places now without using Google Maps. I know how to go to the bus station, how to go to the train station, how to go to church, how to go to the mall without using Google Maps. So that's really good and all of that. So the bus shall got to the bus station by 9. So I had to like walk on the lonely road, and it gets dark easily. So everywhere that I was carrying my laptop, I was actually walking, what's it called, very confidently, very comfortably. I did not have to, I don't know, I did not have to, in Lagos, they don't want me well to carry my laptop and be walking around. Like, no, 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 who is my daddy? They don't want me well to carry laptop in Lagos and be walking around, like, carry my laptop and then I'm just going like I run the town or something like that. That is not possible. I don't do that in Lagos. I don't actually carry my laptop out to anywhere. I'll write on my phone, okay? If I have to write in transit or something, I'll write on my phone, but I don't go out with my laptop. But here I was confidently working with my laptop and with my phone. I was just really walking confidently, and I did not really have to. I was not scared that someone was going to come and be like, Alaye, where your phone? Alaye, when you're your life or something like that. I just did not have that experience. I was just walking. I knew my way around. I know my way around now, so I did not have to use Google Maps. I was just with my phone listening to my Afrobeat playlist while walking home from the bus station, and I felt really safe. Like, I go out at night, I feel safe. I step out to do something, I actually feel really safe and all of that. I don't feel that anyone is after me, someone is going to come and take my phone or my money or something like that. I don't feel, or like the police is going to stop me. The eighth thing that I've experienced here living in the UK for my first week is, I guess, dark easily. I've never experienced that kind of darkness before. When I arrived London from Nairobi, because I used Kenya Airways, as you've already seen in my previous video if you watched them. One thing that stood out for me is was the fact that we landed. It was really good, but we landed Heathrow by 3:30 in the afternoon, and then you know how immigration is. The line is usually really long, but I didn't spend up to 2 minutes or 3 minutes at the immigration like area and all of that. I just asked me. I'll talk about that in a different video. But what I'm saying is that after the whole immigration thing, I called my cousin to help me book my Uber, because we were supposed to like take care of my ride and all of that. So he helped me take care of my ride. So he booked the Uber for me. And when the Uber came, it was like 4 5. It was actually like 5:36. Everywhere was dark. I was like, ha, what is this for now? Everything was actually pitch black. It was really, really dark. I'm like, what's happening? What's going on here? Why this darkness? The ninth thing that I've experienced here is that smoking is like a normal thing. It's not like it's not a normal thing in Nigeria. I mean, before my dad died, he smoked. He was smoking and all of that. So but majority of the population, they actually smoke openly and all of that in school. Like they have places have places for smokers. Do you understand? Like designated places for smokers, which I think is really good and all of that. So a lot of people really smoke here and all of that. Another important thing that I've noticed in living here in the UK is the fact that the apartments are furnished. When I moved into my apartment, it came with a bed, it came with this drawer. I don't know, I'll do a house tour for you guys so that you guys will see everything. The kitchen is fully furnished. It has dishwasher, washing machine, a dryer. It has like a stove. It's not like the stove that you know, the green one. No, no, no. It has like a stove. The bath everywhere is actually furnished. Okay, just come with your bag and just make this place home. It has a wardrobe too. The only thing it did not come with is a chair, and I got this one from Facebook Marketplace, and it's quite comfortable. Okay, so most of the houses are actually furnished, but you have to like pay. And another thing that I've also noticed with their houses is that they're furnished like that. Most of the houses require that you pay a deposit. For instance, on my apartment, it costs £450, and I have to pay a deposit. Or most times, deposit is the same amount with the rent. So if your rent is like £450, you pay a deposit of £450, which means that you're paying £900 to move in. And I think I won't need to give you that deposit until you, if the tenancy is supposed to be 3 months minimum and all of that. Maybe if you stay for 3 months minimum and you do not spoil anything, when you want to move out, they'll not give you your deposit and all of that. Do you understand? So most of the houses here require you to pay a deposit, and so you can get lucky. Your deposit might be less than the exact amount of money that you're paying for the rent. But I was lucky with my apartment. It's such a beautiful place. I've not done a proper tour yet, so I don't want to show you guys everywhere, but it's such a beautiful apartment and all of that. But then you have to pay a deposit because it's not, that's how houses here work. I'm trying to think of one more, guys. The tenth thing that I've actually noticed here living in the UK is that if you are ready to get a job, if you're ready to work, you will find something to do. That's unlike Nigeria, okay? And don't say that I'm shady in Nigeria, because I'm not. I don't have a bad life in Nigeria. I've said this thing so many times, okay? I did not actually have a bad life in Nigeria at all. Like, I was working as a freelancer and all of that. Aside from working as a freelancer, you guys already know that if you're on this channel already, you have probably followed my journey from my days of freelancing on Fiverr to freelancing on Upwork and all of that. You followed my Upwork growth from just being an Upwork freelancer to being a top-rated Upwork freelancer to being featured on Upwork. So I did not actually have a bad life in Nigeria and all of that. I feel like I was rich or anything, but I was comfortable. I was sending money home. I was paying rent. I was not living in a bad apartment or something like that, or struggling or suffering in Nigeria. Not all, like, it never got to a point where I did not have food to eat. Okay, so if I'm saying that, if you're looking for an opportunity here, no matter your background or where you're from, you don't have to know anybody to. If you're willing to work and all that, you will definitely find something to do. Because for me here, one of the reasons that I moved, aside from the electricity, was I just wanted an environment where things worked, somewhere that is really safe and like sane and all of that, and quiet and quite nice. And that's one of the reasons that I chose to move to the United Kingdom. And also, I wanted to do my master's degree. Like, I wanted to further my studies. I've always wanted to have a master's degree. For PhD, not so much. But in case I change my mind anytime you see me, you say that I pursued a PhD, mind your business. What I'm trying to say is that the environment gives everyone an opportunity to thrive. If you are genuinely looking for a job and all of that, you're ready to find, if you're ready to get to work, you definitely like get something doing, you definitely get a job to do. And that's one of the reasons that, but that's one of the things that I've noticed, that a lot of people that live in Nigeria do not live because they are not doing well. Because I know a lot of people that left Nigeria, they had like really good jobs and they have no regrets. And for me at this point, I don't have any regrets. And before you say that I was struggling in Nigeria, I was not. Like, I'm just trying to explain this to you guys, do you understand? Because I was not struggling in Nigeria. The part-time job that I had, I was working for an ad agency in California. I did ads for Google, for Snapchat, for Facebook. So like I was not doing badly for myself generally, do you understand? So for me to pack up and leave, you're supposed to know that she got real, okay? She actually got real and all of that. But do I have any regrets? Ask me again in 3 months' time when I would do maybe an update and all of that. But for now, these are the 10 culture shocks that I had. The fact that like everybody's giving a fair chance to come, a fair chance to just make something with their lives. If you are honest and you're ready to live in genuinely, you definitely find something that hopefully don't people that pay your rent, just something, and then you have a fair chance at life. Like, you have electricity, you don't have a lot of things working against you. You don't have like SARS, you don't have the Nigerian police, you don't have the politicians in Nigeria, you don't have bad healthcare system. Like, everything works. Do you understand? Everything works. So I'm really happy to be here, and I just wanted to share my culture shocks with you guys. My first week living in the United Kingdom. If you have any question about living in the United Kingdom, how to apply to schools and all of that, maybe just leave it in the comment section. I will film a Q&A one of these days, maybe in 2 weeks time or something like that. Let's check my schedule, because you know, Upwork school and all of that, like Upwork school and all of that. Gifts, have you gotten a job yet? Gifts, how will I apply to the girls? Please leave all your questions in the comment section, or you can leave it in my Instagram DM, and I will do a video addressing all your questions. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on Instagram at IamGiftWilgo. Till I come in again next time, maybe with my house tour. Like, see how I do my apartment. My apartment is so beautiful, guys. Like, it's so beautiful. So I'm not actually hiding it, but whenever I have the strength to do a house tour, you will definitely see what it looks like. So thank you so much for watching this video, and bye.